Good morning. We're here at the shul.com podcast at Surfside Kholel Boker. There was an article that came yesterday on Vin News that I want to read. This is unverified. I tried to search it on the Hebrew news sites. I didn't see it, but it's an interesting article. We'll talk about it. If it's true, it's great. If it's not, okay. Well, it is what it is. It says here, terrorists can't infiltrate Shomer Shabbat community near Gaza. This is October 9th, 2023, 5 p.m. 21 communities were overrun by Hamas during its barbaric attack on Israel on Simchat Torah. In each of these communities, there were unfortunately casualties, some of them suffering very heavy casualties. However, there were two communities which remarkably remained unconquered by Hamas, as their gate was shut for Shabbat and the terrorists simply couldn't get in. In an amazing video clip, apparently, from one of the Hamas terrorists who was later killed or captured, the terrorist can be seen arriving at the gate of the Kibutz Saad, a religious kibbutz which closes its gates on Shabbat. Arriving on their motorcycles, the terrorists first tried to find a way to climb into the community, but then realized that they would be exposed and eliminated. After shots were fired, they ran away. This occurred in Kibutz Saad. Now, in Kibbutz Alumim, the terrorists fired at the local forces, which consisted of a platoon of civilian defenders and soldiers. Once again, the gate proved invaluable, and the defenders were able time and again to fend off the attacks by tens of Hamas terrorists and to save their kibbutz. This is by Yehuda Dov, Vin News. Again, I tried to look this up on the Hebrew sites. I didn't see anything specifically about them, but there is the famous Ma'amad, Yoter Yisrael Shamru Shabbat Shamra Shabbat Otam. So I was looking for actually who made this Ma'amad, and it seems that this Ma'amad was from Asher Tzvi Greenberg. Here is the picture of him. I found it online on Wikipedia. You can take a look at it. There is the individual, and he gave us a great Ma'amad of Hazal that more than you're keeping the Shabbat's keeping you. And here we see from two kibbutzim, they were Shomer Shabbat, and Hashem saved them. Unbelievable, nisim v'niflaot. And this proves to us further that even though Israel has an army and weapons, it's not the weapons that give us any form of power. It is our tefillot and our actions, and I'll prove it to you. Because when Yaakov Avinu is fighting Esav, the Torah tells us bekashti u'bharbi. He did it with his arrow, with his sword. But if you look at the Targum Onkelos, which gives us the real secret, and he's the original commentary, he says bitzloti u'ba'utihi. It's coming with our prayers, and so we know that even though we have security in gates and weapons to protect, it is the mitzvot that is our biggest protection, as we see from this two kibbutzim, Kibbutz Saad, Kibbutz Alumim. I hope to be able to verify this is 100% true. It would be unbelievable. So we know from this that if we do extra mitzvot, and mitzvot, sometimes they're not so easy. Hashem says, listen, you do what's not easy for you, I'll do what's not easy also. And Bezat Hashem, with this we'll see more nisim v'niflaot. Baruch Adonai le'olam amen. Earlier today we brought a unbelievable article from Vin News that showed that the two kibbutzim that were Shomerei Shabbat had no piguim and got saved. I wanted to verify it, and I found on Marachat Chamal in Hebrew. I'm going to read it from you. Hashabrat Shamra Alehem HaChamas lo hitzlichu leikanes leSaad u'mepalsim. Okay, nes madhim. Yeshnam shne kibbutzim shomrei Shabbat be'otev Aza Saad mepalstim. The other one that we read earlier, I believe, was I think Alumim. Let me check it. Hold on. Let me get the article. The other article that we saw here said it was Kibbutz Saad and Kibbutz Alumim. Over here it says it's Saad and Mepalstim. Maybe it's the same area. Okay, it says here Shal Mechablim Hayta Tachnit Lehikanes Lirtzoach Medachtof Ach Kevan Shebeshabbat Hashar Sagur. On Shabbat they closed the main gates. B'knitzat Shabbat Ad Motzei Shabbat, so no one could go in and out with vehicles and and the like. וללא שלט, אלא סגור הרמתי, החמאס לא יכלו להיכנס עם רכבים ואופנועים. They couldn't get in with their cars and with their bikes. והחליטו לדלג ליישוב הבא. They figured, it's too much work, let me go to the next place. Unbelievable. על זה נאמר, כי אשמרה שבת, אל ישמרני. You keep the Shabbat, and El will be shomer אותך. וכבר אמרו, שיותר מישראל שמרו את השבת, השבת שמרה על ישראל. זה אמר אחד העם באמרו, שבת וציונות. Unbelievable. So here is the other article from Israel. We'll attach this to the other video. And just another proof to the amazing Shmirah that Shabbat protects Am Yisrael. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen v'amen.